Alright, so as you can see, I have like I have three fire alarms. I have the Honeywell Gamewell FCI pull station. I only have also the Simplex dual action pull station and the System Sensor L Series remote strobe. So our first device which we're going to start today is our System Sensor L Series strobe. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is our System Sensor this one right here is the System Sensor L Series strobe. So really true fact about this device, because as you can see, this one actually has different fire alarm lettering. Of course, right here, it actually says fuego on it. So how to say fire in Spanish? It's fuego. Alright, so as you can see, this is right here, it's a System Sensor L Series remote strobe. But this one was actually different comparing to the System Sensor Speculator Advanced alarms. But this one right here, this alarm is different. It only has a strobe on the bottom, so yeah. Alright, so this one right here is a System Sensor L Series remote strobe. So when does the System Sensor L Series made? Now normally, how did the System Sensor came out? The System Sensor L Series alarms came out. Now normally the System Sensor L Series actually was made in 2017. That's like almost like that's like 8 or 9 months ago. No, 8 or 9 years ago. I'm not sure. And then to look in the inside, you see this little thing right here. What this called down there? This one right here is called a candela selector. So that the candela selector, it's actually for the brightness of the strobe. And if I take off the screw, you see something in it though. You remove the screw and stuff. And then you just remove it. Oh, it's not open. Oh, just 1 second. There we go. Alright, so the inside, nope. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so in the inside, you have the screw terminals. So these right here are 3 screw terminals. Of course, supposed to have 2. So right here, those screw terminals, the first one right here is negative, the other one is positive, and the third one is positive. Oops, and dropped my keys. Okay, and also, this alarm can be actually mounted onto the wall. Because, normally, it could be flush mounted onto the bat box, or maybe you have a bat box included. But, normally, what you're going to do is you have the bat box onto the wall, and then after that, the wires are going to come through it. And now what you're going to do is you're going to get here a flathead screwdriver, insert those wires into the screw terminals. And after that, you're done. And after that, you're going to put on your alarm, which we do have here. And after that, you're going to insert those things onto the tabs. And you screw it in with your screw. Like there. You screw it all the way. Alright, now there. And then here's the model number. I'm going to show you the model number of this one right now. So the model number of this one is SRLSP, of course. And this one right here is actually made from 2017, of course. Okay. So that is the System Sensor L Series remote strobe. Alright, so here's our second device here. This is a Gamewell FCI BT12 pull station. Well, I know you guys think this pull station is a BT12, but normally this one has a different model number. This model number of this one is MS7. And now normally some people also think about this pull station. So this pull station can actually be noticed. It could be like a push in, pull down. But this one, you cannot press it in because as you can see, the lever says pull down. You see the lettering? Well, now normally the lettering says pull down. It does not let you push in. You just have to pull it down. Now, this is a really easy pull station to pull. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this. So basically, if I pull down the pull station right here, the alarm right here says activated. As you can see, it appears. That yellow sign right there says activated. And then to reset your pull station, you're going to only need to take your FCI key right here. It actually fits onto the lock, as you can see. And then after that, you turn it, and then it opens. Here's the model number. Model number of this one is MS7. And here's that switch. If you want to flip down that switch, but if you don't want to, you just close it. So basically, if you close the pole station, the switch automatically flies back up. I'll show you the inside right now. Just trying to make sure. In the inside, here's the model number, MS7. Okay, and also, try to open up my device again, trying to make sure. So here's the two. So here's the holes, the one you can actually mount to the wall. And also, they should be like putting an LED, addressable LED right here, but the pole station might be, but some do not. And if I look on the back here, you see some of the screw terminal. You see some of the wires here, pigtail connectors. Now, normally these things right here, well, normally the pigtail connectors can be actually connected to wire nuts too. But some pole stations like this one are going to have like the screw terminals here. But this pole station does not even have screw terminals. So it only comes with pigtail connectors like here. Of course, we have two wires that they're negative. The black wire. And also we have the red one, which is positive. So, yeah. And then basically, if I pull down this pole station, you see this thing. Oh, you see this thing right here. This tab right here shows up basically if you pull it. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this. We'll move on to the other pole station, the last one. Yeah, once again, never pull fire alarms unless these are your own, or you have permission, or it's just an actual fire. So, nope. Let's try one more time. All right, good. We'll reset it. So that's the Honeywell Gamewell FCI pole station. So here's our last device that we have today. This is a simplex dual action pole station. What I mean is dual action. Because do you see this little push bar right here? This is a dual action device. So to activate this, all you have to do, you gotta press it in and you pull it down. But you can actually understand this pole station is addressable. So what I mean addressable? So you see this little addressable here. What I mean is addressable. Now normally these pole stations can be addressable. Like it can be connected to a fire alarm control panel or an announcer or something like that. And also when the fire alarm pole station's like pulled, it could show like whatever zone it is. Like whatever pole station's pulled, like whatever zone it was. Like smoke detectors, pole stations, sprinklers, whatever. So to pull this, all you have to do is just push it in. And you pull it down. Just like that. See that? And just great. It's good. But, so basically if somebody like actually pulls in the building, you cannot lift the handle back up. Like if you're trying to lift that handle like very far, you might break the pole station. Which will not function anymore like crazy. And you reset the pole station. Take a simplex B key. You turn it and open it. And basically, the fire alarm pole station will be spring-loaded here, too. See that little spring? And here's the button. Alright, I'll show you the inside. Alright, in the inside, you have this little sticker up here. Of course, there are like 8 dip switches. So those dip switches can actually tell you, you may need to accept your address or not. And the model number of this one is 4099-9006. Of course. And also, here. So this device right here actually has the tube. So what this tube's for is for the LED. So basically, this tube right here. So basically the tube will line up to that LED right here. And basically, and also the tube lines out that little hole. And basically when the fire alarm pole station is closed, the LED will go through the tube and also comes out to that front here. And basically when the fire alarm, so if somebody actually pulls the fire alarm, the LED does blink. Strange, like really cool. We're gonna read the basics. Fire alarm push, pull down, simplex. Alright? And then I'm going to show you about the push bar right now. Really easy. Alright, you see how I'm pushing the push bar? For the spring for the push bar is not really nice. So if you see I'm pushing those two tabs here, those tabs are being pushed in. Because as you can see, I'm pushing the push bar right here. So that means that the fire alarm pull station's open. So basically when the fire alarm pull station's open, the push bar will not work. Because as you can see, those tabs will automatically move right here. Because that's why the pull station spring is not working. And basically when the fire alarm pull station's closed, the spring actually works. See that? Alright. Now we close it. And also, to remove the push bar is what you're going to do. You squeeze in those two tabs. And also, you can automatically pull it back off if you want. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather keep it on. So, yeah. And also let's show on the back. On the back, you have screw terminals. Of course, number 1 and 2. So this screw terminal number 1, it could be a positive. The other one could be negative. This one right here might be positive, negative, I believe. And also, those wires are actually for the LED, I think. The LED and the button. So. Oh yeah, so instead of pushing it in, you can automatically pull it down. Oh yeah, once again, to activate the fire alarm, so without pressing the push bar right here, you can automatically pull this down. Just like that. Alright, so that's that. Alright, so as you can see, those are my 3 fire alarm pull stations, of course. The simplex. No, I have the System Sensor L series, simplex pull station, and the Honeywell Gamewell FCI pull station. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please comment and subscribe, and have a good night.